Hi, this is Karen. Welcome to another Friday Frenzy at dolallycrafts. This is the card we will be making today, or a version of it. I hope you like the card. Before we go any further, I'll show you the slight change we're going to make. Instead of having the semicircle here of the oval, I'm going to replace it with this. I like the Bermuda Bay colour and I wanted to highlight it a bit more. Okay, for this card, whoops, I'll just pop that aside. For this card, the colours we're going to be using are Bermuda Bay, Delightful Dijon, Watermelon Wonder, and Cucumber Crush. I just wanted to use some of the ink colours that will be leaving our collection mid-year this year and get a bit more use out of them. Okay, let's get started. We'll need a card blank, which I have here, and just some more. Now, I just wanted to show you how to do the edging. I don't know whether you'll notice, but the sponged colour is actually inside the stitched frame, and this is how we do it. Before we actually cut it out, cut the frame out, what I did was got the Bermuda Bay. Sorry, I've just got so much stuff piled up here. I've actually got scrap paper off to the side. So what I do, get a bit of ink on, blot the majority of it off, and then just give this a bit of sponging, just to add a bit of colour to the edge. As you can see, the centre of it is still highlighted. And then what I did after that was brought in my Stampin jig before it was actually cut out. I brought my Stampin jig in, placed it down, and stamped in the centre. I won't do it on here because I have done it in other videos, so you'll be able to see it there. So I'll pop that aside for now, and we will use this one as part of the card. Okay, now I need to bring in my other colours to do a bit more stamping. Okay, so we'll bring in the large flower. The stamp set we're using is the Falling Flower stamp set. So we're using all of the images apart from the filigree one there. Okay, so we'll bring this in. Stamp straight down, straight up. The next one we're going to do in the Delightful Dijon. Straight down, straight up. The next one is in the Bermuda Bay. And the next one is also in Bermuda Bay. I'm putting a little bit of distance between each of the stamped images so that when it comes to cutting them out with the matching dies, we are going to be able to do it without too much, too many of without the stamps being too close to each other. Now I've done that off to a bit too far off to the side, so I'll bring that over and stamp that again, and that should avoid, yes, the other stamp on the other side. And then I just need a couple of the leaves, so I'll just stamp 3 of those there, and that is all of our stamping done. So it's a very, very warm day here today. I don't want my stamp pads drying out in the heat. I've got my studio lights on, the room light is on. Even though I've got the window open, it is really warm in here. So, yeah, we'll just keep all the stamp pads closed. Okay, I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, and I'm back. I've cut out all of the pieces that we're going to need for this card. Oh, didn't realise I'd left one of my framelits there. We have the base card and the layer, and we also have our layering sentiment. Now the sentiment itself comes from the Sweet Sayings pack. Here we go. My heart smiles just thinking of you. Okay, so we may as well start by adhering our sentiment piece. So we'll just find the center of our card for that. Okay, so it's about there. I'm lifting it up just a little bit from where it was on the original card, as you can see, mainly because I thought that was a bit low and it could have done with coming up a little bit. So there we go, there's the bottom piece. Now the next piece we're going to pop on is our largest flower, so that we get that in the right spot, and then we can start popping all of the other pieces around it. So take off the two backing release papers and then just find a spot there just below the U, because we've got more room than we did on the other one. Now this one is going to come up around like so, and to pop that in place I'm going to use glue dots. Now, as you know, the easiest way I've found with the glue dots is to use my craft knife. If you have a pokey tool, maybe you'd like to use that, but I've been using craft knives since I first started crafting to do this sort of thing. Okay, so we've got that piece down. Now we need another dimensional behind our blue flower, so I'll pop that on in the middle, take the release off and just pop that at the side there. The next piece that we put on will be the delightful Dijon piece. So once again, another piece of backing paper, and that is going to come just off the side here. And then we've got the small red piece, or small watermelon wonder piece, which we will pop another dimensional on and pop that there. Now we'll come in with our Bermuda Bay piece just to even the Bermuda Bay out on this side, and we're going to, what I did with this piece was actually pop a half of a dimensional behind the large seed pod at the top there, and then I might just trim that off because it looks like it's gone over the edge there. So just trim that piece down. Whoops. Okay, and then a couple of glue dots on the two side seed pods. So it looks like it's popping off the page. There we go. So that's, whoops, that one didn't want to stick down. Okay, and then we'll just pop that there. Oops, I want it down a bit further than the of you. So try and stick that over. Whoops. It always goes like this when, as soon as you're on camera. stick that just underneath the Watermelon Wonder piece. And I forgot to take the backing off that one after all. Okay, peel the backing off there and just pop that there. Okay, and now we've just got to put a few green pieces in here. So just a little bit of glue dot on, whoops, oh, my nails are getting too long. Ooh. Okay, so we'll stick that one just under there, and then I might do it this way. That on there, oops, and then I hope you can't hear my neighbour's children because it's a warm night. They're just outside playing, and of course I've got my window open, so if you can hear children in the background, my 12-year-old's watching a video down in the lounge room, and the neighbour's children are out in the courtyard, so if you can hear noise, it's from them. There we go. So we've just popped that one there. That actually looks very pretty, I think. And we've just got a few more things to finish it off. So we'll bring in the basic pearls. And we'll take a large one for that. And I think that will do. It doesn't really matter about these smaller pieces, but there's the front of the card layer done. So we'll just flip that over. And as you know, when I'm doing larger layers, I like to have some foam tape on the back to keep it flat, and so that it doesn't dent in the mail. There we go. Whoops. Put that one on a bit crooked, but it shouldn't make any difference. So peel the backing off. And then just find the centre of the card. Okay, that's this week's card finished, and that's the one we started with, and this is the tweaked up one. I think it looks better with the sponging in the background. I think if I did it again, I would make sure that I put the pearls around the outside before I put the floral pieces on, just so that I could get them to sit right around the frame. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this week's card and that you will join me on Sunday for Sunday Sketches. And don't forget, I'm back again next Friday with another Friday Frenzy. Have a great weekend and a great week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.